And then to add icing to all that cake, a study came out talking about the difference between Waymo, Uber, and Lyft. And this company takes what Robert Scoble was doing, takes it to another level with actual polling of 500 people who are using Uber, Waymo, and/or Lyft.
Mm-hmm.
And they also ask what they paid for the ride, how far the ride
Ooh,
was, etc. And
I'm
try
looking forward to discussing this one.
to. So what they found was that the Waymo is charging 40% more
Mm-hmm.
than Lyft and about 33, I think, percent more than Uber
Mm-hmm.
for the same ride.
Right.
And they found out that by huge percentages, people that have taken both way prefer Waymo. They
They're way more satisfied.
way more satisfied with Waymo. And
Mhm.
big reasons was the thing we've been talking about, which is, no driver.
Yeah.
And so this is kind of a sophisticated study by a known entity that does these kind of studies.
Hmm.
And so I think some of the early movement in the stock this morning, getting it from negative into positive territory, might have been that report, because it was very clearly, this is what I've been saying for months. Elon says that they're going to charge market. Okay.
Yeah.
Which market?
Hmm.
I'm assuming if he says market, he means they're going to charge what the
The,
market will bear
the
at
clearing price
the
for
clearing price.
whatever people will pay for the Tesla version.
Exactly. So the Tesla version, let me know if you think I'm crazy here, but I think the Tesla version is going to give an even better experience than the Waymo.
Hmm.
Even though the Waymos are Jaguars, they're ugly, and the Teslas are gorgeous. So even
Hmm.
before we get to cybercabs, the experience, I believe, in the Tesla is going to be a better experience. My wife took her car to be serviced yesterday, or a couple days ago. Yeah, a couple days ago. Needed some service. I don't know if you've done that recently, but it's the most sophisticated service you're ever going to have in your life. You do all the work on your app before you ever get there.
Hmm.
You get there, you put the car in line, you get out of your car, you go in and you talk to a service guy inside who just identifies who you are, make sure you're okay with what's already on your app, and then tells you where your rental is, or your,
Hmm.
your loaner is. You go out to the loaner, all your information is already on the loaner.
Right.
You just push home, it drives you home.
Exactly. Yeah. All your settings are on the new car.
All your settings are on that other car.
Hmm.
And this is part of the experience that people are going to be able to have with the Tesla Robotaxi, is all their settings will be on those vehicles when they get into them. Their music, whatever their settings are, which will be another customer service benefit, theoretically making it a better customer experience. It's going to be so I think. What do you think? What do you think about all that I just said? Do you think Tesla will come in and charge $3 a mile if they can?
I I'm hopeful that they'll charge whatever the market will bear. Um, and let's back up a second though.
Yeah, sure, sure.
So some people are viewing it as a negative that Waymo is charging more than Uber or Lyft. And I think there's some context that's helpful. Waymo, their cars are much more expensive. There's rumors that they cost well over 100,000, if not 180,000. So they literally kind of need to charge like $1 more per mile, just in general in comparison to competitors, just to claw that money back.
Right.
Um, and so people are, not knowing that Teslas are much less expensive, people are concerned that Tesla will have to charge a similar amount. But let's say Tesla could charge $3 a mile and people would pay it.
Uh-huh.
Let's just make this assumption. That would be a very good thing. Like then you have a wonderful business. Like if you own the stock, you want them to be able to charge as much as possible per mile for their customers. You know, over time it will come down and they'll saturate markets and it'll come down, but you want Tesla to make as much money in that in between stage from when they first launch.
Mhm.
So when they're in the middle and maybe they're at $2 a mile and $1.50 a mile and then maybe $1.20 and then $1. You want them to make as much money as possible in the in between.
Sure.
And like that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But what's wild about Waymo charging more is they've been growing their market share in San Francisco while charging more. And so they're above 25% in San Francisco. I think they just passed Lyft. And so Lyft, their market share has come down. Uber's market share has come down, and Waymo's has come up. I think it's very encouraging, and whatever Tesla can do to make it as seamless as possible, I think would be great. If you, yeah, all the settings, if it recognizes, it knows it's you, it can communicate that to the car. So maybe there's a way, even without pairing your Bluetooth, that I could give like your favorite song list to a Spotify in the car or something like that. That would be a really nice thing if you want to hear some music.
Right.
With no driver in the car, you can play the music as loud as you want.
Right. Yes. Take advantage of that great sound system.
Mhm.
If you happen to be a big fan of the Cybertruck, you might also be interested in this super fun Cybertruck refrigerator magnet and bottle opener. It is made out of super thick stainless steel, just like the Cybertruck, and it has this giant magnet on the back, so it's going to hold a lot of stuff on your refrigerator. It's an amazing gift, and it comes in that great gift box that you saw before that uses a magnet opener, just almost like an Apple box, like when you get Apple products. You can buy it on Amazon for $29.95, or you can buy it direct from me by sending $25 to paypal.me/Randy Kirk, all in lowercase letters. Please indicate whether you want the stainless steel look or maybe you'd like to have this very clever camo version. And then if you're not in the US, please add $20 for freight. If you'd like more than one, please check the information below to get pricing, as well as all that information I just told you will be repeated in the information below. So once again, think about joining the channel, getting the up-to-date Tesla news every single day. I think you'll be glad you did.